Things that we'll do with the project is install new fume hoods, install air conditioning for this area. You know, really get the ventilation going. That's when you see the HVAC piece on the project. This is one of the main spots.
Are you using things like harsh chemicals and stuff?
Well, yeah. I mean, definitely you're going to use them within the labs. You are obviously going to be using chemicals. There's a chemical storage space. One of the things that helped was, I'm sure you remember, the City Council set aside some money for us specifically to improve the science area last June or so. So we've used that money to clean up the storage area and get improvements for plumbing, materials, and so forth. But we still need to work on the ventilation.
One of the things they were talking about is building 2 new science classrooms.
Yep.
Would those be labs?
Yep.
Where would they?
That's to be determined. You know, the changeover to a renovation project was opened that up and allowed us to do that. I don't know if you want to picture the new labs or what. Hey, Sam.
Hello.
The newer labs, but finding a location, finding a location for those 2 new labs. The architect will be presenting to the building committee, the school building committee, a bunch of options for where we might put those labs.
Was it? I think one of the options was take over 2 existing standard classrooms and then build
2
additional
new classrooms someplace else,
elsewhere, like upstairs or.
Yep. Yeah. That's there's a bunch of proposals on the table.
Yeah.
That is one of them. Yeah, one of the obvious limitations is we don't want to have to redo all the gas and all the plumbing.
Yeah.
And so, keeping the labs within this area, the 2 new ones, is certainly the most commonsensical thing.
Is the science department all concentrated in this area?
Yep. The piece that it adjusts is the new state law basically says that if you're doing a renovation to a building that's more than 1/3 of the assessed value, that you need to install sprinklers to make sure the building is sprinkled. We're not fully sprinkled. We are very confident that we're going to exceed that 1/3 mark. So we probably have to look at having the building sprinkled as well.
Because it's about a $24 million assessment.
It was at 21, and now it's up to I think it's up to 27 or something.
Property values are rising at Leominster High School.
Yeah, maybe we'll have the exact number.
Okay. Can you imagine like a big cosmetic change to this area, or is
that's one of the things that's going to be difficult about the project is that we're focusing on HVAC, electrical, roofs. Come on in, Tiffany. So that's going to be one of the issues is that a lot of the great improvements we're going to have may not be as overt as some other aspects of it. But the plan is that the whole window wall out here and upstairs and around the building is to replace a lot of those windows with solid walls. So there will be some cosmetic differences that people will see.